Okay, access controls and data privacy. So here, really break this down. There's a lot of ways to look at this. 2 questions. Who's allowed to use this thing? And who can see what's going on inside, right? And this is used a lot. This is a variation on something you'll see in a lot of comparisons of how you do these. So, and these are continuum. You can fall all in here, but really you've got these. At one extreme, you just let anybody use it. You show up with a key, which you can make yourself, and you're in. That's Bitcoin. That's most of the cryptocurrencies. Versus restricted, we have to allow you in somehow, right? And then in terms of data, again, I mentioned Bitcoin. Everything's visible. If I know an address is yours, I can see everything you're doing with it. Other extreme, you can have it locked down. So you get some different flavors here. Again, Bitcoin and a lot of the earlier cryptocurrencies follow this model. Ethereum follows this model in terms of the platform. Anybody can use it. Anybody can see what's going on. And you've got this model of anybody can use it. Not everybody can see what's going on. Monero is an example that you can allow everybody to use it, but you have to show ownership of an account or an address or ownership of a transaction in order to actually see it. Otherwise, it's not visible. I'm going to work this way first because this one's kind of more obvious. So in the corporate space, this tends to be the model, right? This is for a limited set of business partners, and it's ours. Nobody else can see it, right? So this is kind of an obvious use case when you're doing B2B transaction tracking. And then you've got this model, which maybe it takes a minute to get your head around it. So you're not going to let just anybody use it, but you might let everybody look at it. And I think, so could be. I mean, you can potentially do something like that, or let's just say it's about accountability and transparency in government, right? So we're going to say the city of Orlando is going to do their transactions with their vendors on this blockchain. We're not allowed to do the transactions, but we're allowed to look at them, right? It's open to the public, right? So I think we'll find uses for that where it's I need control over who can interact and do things, but I want transparency. This one's not so much of a trade-off as sometimes you need that, sometimes you need that, sometimes you need that, right? This is not, to me, so much one of those, you've got to decide between extremes. For a given application, you're going to need one of these models, right?